There is an unwritten set of rules to follow as a van lifer, particularly one that engages in stealth camping on a frequent basis. You may be fooled into thinking that no matter what you do, you'll be caught and potentially fined, especially when other van lifers discuss their experiences. That is not the case for me. Perhaps I'm just lucky, albeit I do believe I am a pretty lucky person. Or is it because I follow the unwritten rules of stealth camping, a method of camping in urban areas not designed for people like me? And why have I never been fined when many of other van lifers have horror stories with cop and ranger encounters? I believe it is because of my set of rules. Rule number 1 for stealth camping: don't look like you're camping. When you're trying to camp undetected for obvious reasons, you need to look like a normal vehicle on the street. Completely unassuming. But if you're in a location before sundown, making yourself comfortable, it's likely you'll be spotted for loitering and you'll be caught. My personal situation looks like I am always camping, and I recognise that, which leads me to my second rule: never park before sundown. Although you may be okay in non-touristy areas, you will be noticed by the community. The point is to be stealth, not make yourself at home in front of someone's house. Speaking of the community, you want to make sure the house you're parking up at has certain features to it to aid in minimising your presence. Preferably, look for a house that is based further from the street with minimal windows and a strong tree line or fence with no exterior lights. Much like an apartment building built too close to your own, parking next to a home that is too close to the street with lots of windows means no privacy for you or the person in that house. Rule number 3, be considerate to the community and choice of location.
So a property like this would be perfect because obviously we've got the fence going and then we've also got bushes as well. You can't actually see any of the windows or anything. So this is one that you definitely want to park in front of because they're not going to notice.
As much as you may be on holiday, exploring the world and having a good time, the rest of the world is still working. The dream of sleeping in with no alarm and not having the responsibility of getting up at a certain time is something you don't have the luxury of either. Rule number 4, be up with the birds and fly away. When stealth camping, you have to focus on your own survival. Particularly as a woman, you do not want someone to know you are camping up in the same area every night. That leads me to number 5, which is pretty basic: don't stay in the same location several days in a row. The most I have ever stayed in a stealth location is 2 nights in a row, but it was not the same house nor the same street. You want to keep moving and stay moving. It's tempting to want to park up right on a beach or at a lookout. Besides, no one's there at night and sometimes they have amenities. Just know that most of these places are patrolled and come at your own risk. I was caught once at a local park. I wasn't planning to stay there, but they had an open bathroom and I was admittedly in pajamas. In the case of being caught, I have 2 rules. Be respectful, but assume innocence. Perhaps I have more of an advantage to this because even I can recognize a young, innocent-looking girl is going to get away with a lot more than a gruff guy in his 50s, but respect and a calm nature will take you a long way in getting let off easy. This leads me to my final major tip, number 8. The lights stay off. As cute and vibey as your setup looks with the fairy lights on, they are the key thing that are going to give you away if you don't have all the fancy tinting or block out panels. Keeping the lights off and keeping to yourself is going to be one of the easiest things to do to not get caught. I'm super fortunate that in my home state of Victoria, sleeping in your vehicle is legal, but in some states it isn't. If you have your own rules for stealth camping, leave them in the comments below so there is a comprehensive list of experiences for others to learn from. Remember, it is always best to be respectful to those around you, and these rules of mine have helped me try and be as respectful as possible to the communities I have travelled through while still not getting caught. Van life isn't always parked up on an isolated beach and picture perfect views. A lot of the time it is done right in the middle of suburbia. So have fun stealth camping, be respectful, and don't get caught.
Slow wind down. That's bad.